So now that the Avirbhav Tithi of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming, this is Gaur Purnima is appearing. So the rule is from Advaita Saptami until this Makari Saptami, Magi Saptami, this Mahaprabhu's Avirbhav Tithi is followed. By following this God Mandal Parikrama, devotees they go all around God Mandal doing Parikrama. and they go to the appearance places of all the bhaktas. They go to their places of bhajan, their bhajan stalis, then they go for darshan. They visit all these places and they strive to attain the mercy for all these places. So if one wants to do sadhan bhajan, then it is very essential to pray for the mercy to Mahabhagat Vaishnavas, the Guru Varga. So you must also always try to remain in their association. If not possible by body, then by mind. You'll have to stay in their association. Mahabharata says, Gaura Marja Savastane Karala Brahmanange says Tavastane Heripami Pranay Bhakta Sange. So if any Premi Bhakta appears, then one should go and Gaur Mandal Parikrama with these Premi Bhaktas and have darshan of all these places. Just as Vrajmandal is 84 miles in radius, similarly Gaur Mandal is also 84 miles in radius, and for 40 days people, devotees, they go visiting all these different places in Gaur Mandal. Like the Sri Pat means the places of bhajan, and they go to Sri Dham, means the holy Dham of Gaur Mandal. Just as in Rajmandal there is Rajadham, in Kshetra Mandal there is Jagannathpuri Kshetra Dham, and Navadvip Dham there is Brajadham, Kshetra Dham, and all the other abodes are present in Navadvip Dham. Therefore, by going to Navadvip Dham, one will get the fruit of visiting all the pilgrimage places in Kali Yuga, and one will get the mercy of all the different tirthas. In other places, Dham is unmanifest. One goes there. But Navadvip Dham, you see, is untouched by Kali. Sometimes the other pilgrimage places, they can become contaminated, but not Navadvip Dham, because there Harinam Sankirtan is going on always. Wherever Nam Sankirtan goes on, the Dham self manifests. Just as Vrajadham was unmanifest before Aprakat, but when 6 Goswamis came, then Vrajadham manifested as Nityadham. Before, no one knew who Govind, Gopinath, Madan Mohan are. No one, they had no place in Braj. Braj was a full place full of jungle, forests. They used to think Giriraj Govardhan. They used to think that's just a hill, broken hill. And like in India, this Aravalli mountain range is very famous. So I think Giriraj is part of this Aravalli mountain range. And Radhakund and Shamkund was lost. All the different Leela-Stalis were lost. Then my Mahaprabhu's desires, the Goswamis manifested this place. So the Kshetradham is always present. So when Mahaprabhu came, then beginning from the Shankha Kshetra, Bhuvaneshwar, went to Shakshi Gopal, Alarnath, Brahmagiri. And Mahaprabhu manifested all the Leelas there. Mahaprabhu himself, for 15 days, when Jagannath wouldn't give darshan when he was sick, then Mahaprabhu, he was staying there in Alarnath, Brahmagiri. There he would do Kirtan, listen to Harikatha, and he would manifest the Dham there to all the devotees. And they say he manifested the place for the devotees. He manifested everything there in the Dham. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Navadvip Dham, then all the devotees they had appeared before him, during him, and also after he was performing his Leelas. But those who appeared before Mahaprabhu, they, and those who had even more specialities, they appeared after Mahaprabhu's disappearance. Because when Mahaprabhu wound up his Leelas, then certain devotees appeared who again manifested Mahaprabhu in front of everyone, like Narottam Das Thakur, Nakul Brahmachari, Jiva Goswami Prabhu, Raghunandan Thakur, Vikarnapur Goswami. They say all of them who appeared there. And after Mahaprabhu's disappearance, the bhaktas had so much prem, they had so much love, that Mahaprabhu again had to manifest for them. Mahaprabhu had promised to his mother that, you see, mother, although I was born as your son, still I am also manifest in other places. I am seen in other places where my deity is served, my Archa Vigraha, I am present there. So Mahaprabhu during his own time, he gave his deity of Gaur and Nitai to Gauridas Pandit. He also gave his deities to Narisar Thakur, Raghunandan Thakur, and in Nityananda Dham, in Ek Chakra. There also Mahaprabhu's Parikar, Abhiram Thakur, and the others, Minakatena Ramdas, they also manifested the Sri Vigraha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In many places, Mahaprabhu himself appeared in the form of Vigraha. In the house of Sarvam Bhattacharya, he appeared in the 600 form. Sarvam Bhattacharya, he used to think that Mahaprabhu has given darshan and now he is unmanifest. But no. When Prataprutra Maharaj went to have darshan of Jagannath, there he saw Jagannath was not on his singhasan. Then he was asking the pujaris, where have you kept Jagannath? Jagannath is right in front. He said, where is Jagannath? And they said, I'm seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there, not Jagannath, sitting on the singhasan. They said, you're seeing this is Mahaprabhu, but actually it's Jagannath who is sitting on the singhasan. And Prataprudra, he was seeing 600 Mahaprabhu there on the singhasan. And nearby was Nityananda Prabhu. And, so he was thinking, I'm so surprised, what am I seeing? And then his guru, Kashi Mishra, when he came there, and Sarvam Bhattacharya came, then there was this rule that one should not have darshan of Jagannath alone. One should either go with a guru, or with a priest, or with an exalted personality very dear to Jagannath. Then Jagannath's darshan will be had. What is this? He's just made of wood. How is he God? He has no proper nose, no proper hands, legs. He has a round face, large eyes. He's not even so beautiful to look at. He's just enclosed in a wooden form. So Pratapadra Maharaj, but he would always have darshan Jagannath under the guidance of his guru, like Sarvam Bhattacharya and Kashinath Mishra. So then he asked his guru, how is it that I'm seeing Mahaprabhu sitting there on Singhasan instead of Jagannath? So then he said, you are praying to Jagannath so that by his mercy you can meet Mahaprabhu. And now you say, you didn't pray to Mahaprabhu. You pray to Jagannath, then let me meet Mahaprabhu. Let me have darshan of Mahaprabhu. So therefore Jagannath said, alright, you don't desire me, you desire Mahaprabhu. You have more eagerness for him, so see, meet with him now. I'll manifest in the swarup you like. So then Guruji said Mahaprabhu and Jagannath are not different. They are the same. So according to the gradation of Bhakti, Bhagavan, he manifests his swarup to the bhaktas. And they said no. Jagannath is present in his own place. And Mahaprabhu as sannyasi is present in his own place. So at that time, he had this inspiration that no, just as Jagannath has a temple, so similarly for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also there should be a temple. And his deity should also be worshipped eternally. So when we have darshan of Jagannath, and they see a temple in front, that Jagannath was present in the Singhasan, on the Singhasan. And this is Gopuram, the gate. And there, you see, this Sadbhuj Mahaprabhu was installed there. Because Prataputra, he thought first I'll have darshan of Mahaprabhu in his Sadbhuj form and then Jagannath. But still he was not happy. So he asked Sarvam Bhattacharya. So then he said, this deity is only for your own satisfaction. Here there's no puja, archan, bhogarag, arati. Then how will you get his sidelong mercy? How will you get his sidelong glance? Kripa Kataksh. Should have this Nitya Prem Sambandha. Not that you only make a deity and keep them in the shelf or in a cupboard. No seva, no puja, only darshan, pranam and going. So how is this Murti Seva, Vigraha Seva? This is Bali Maharaj, he met Vamandev. Stand near the gate. And Vamandev, he didn't, Vamandev, he had no concern. If Vamandev was tired, hungry, thirsty, so such service is devoid of prem, sambandha. But he desired this mercy, he desired this seva. But how will this neha be had? If we cannot go near seva, then how will we get this kripa kataksha? How will you get this merciful sidelong glance? That then safe, I'm protected. Now I will not go on the wrong path. This I'll get this mercy. But Maharaj, he wasn't happy. And again he asked Sarvam Pandit. He asked his guru. So then they said, Jagannath, he has so many incarnations, like Ram, Krishna. They all have different temples here. And Seva Puja is rendered here. Shivji is worshipped in 4 corners of the temple. Nrsimhadev is worshipped there, Ramchandra is worshipped, Lakshminarayan is worshipped. And they are all worshipped there. Alarnath is worshipped, Sakshi Gopal, Bimala Devi, Lakshmi Devi, they are all worshipped there. So he thought Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi, mendicant, who sustains himself by begging door to door. So if you think of him as an ordinary mendicant, then how will you get Jagannath's kripa? You will not get the mercy of any avatar, because your understanding is incomplete. You haven't understood his tattva, and you don't wish to understand as well. So then he prayed that if you give me the order, then I'll make a temple for Mahaprabhu. So then Mahaprabhu, when he was still present, then Prataparudra, he installed a 600 deity of Mahaprabhu. This deity is very huge, like Jagannath. And by 600 form, because this form integrates Ram Leela, Krishna Leela and Gaur Leela, because he is Triyogi, Bhagavan. So Ramchandra, he has this bow and arrow, Krishna has Vamsi, and Mahaprabhu has his Danda and Kamandalu. So he manifested such a vigraha. And I made a beautiful temple for Mahaprabhu. And then he made sevaks there serve Kirtan, Bhoga, Arati, Pushpanjali. Everything was going on nicely. And when he couldn't meet Mahaprabhu, because you see, seeing a king, you see, it's like seeing a materialist is very dangerous for a mendicant. So Mahaprabhu said, if you trouble me, then I will not stay here. I do not wish to stay under the authority of a king. Don't force me. So then he manifested this deity, started Seva Puja, Aradhana, worship, Tapasya. And then whenever he would come to Puri, from Katak, his capital, first he would have Darshana Mahaprabhu, pray to him, and then he'd go to Jagannath. And then on seeing Jagannath, he'd have this beautiful darshan of his Swarup. Now that he had received Mahaprabhu's mercy, then he saw Jagannath in his full splendor, glory. And then he also saw Jagannath, he saw Baldev. And so he had their Sakshat darshan. So there's the Achal Vigraha and the Chal Vigraha. Achal Vigraha is the Vigraha worshipped on the altar. And the Chal Vigraha is the Vigraha that moves. The Vijay Vigraha means the deities that are taken on palanquins to Narendra Sarovar during this Chandan Yatra. So Madan Mohan is the Vijay Vigraha of Krishna, the small deity, and Madan Gopal is the small deity of Baladev. And we see when Purushottam Jana was fighting this war against the king of Vijayanagar, and Krishna and Baladev themselves went and fought on his side. So therefore he also made a separate temple for these deities that move according to their will. And he also manifested these temples near the temple of Rama and Krishna, the deities of Bhudevi and Sridevi. Means near the Jagannath temple he manifested these deities, Bhudevi, Sridevi, and then he started celebrating these festivals, Chandan, Yatra, Vijay Mahotsav. And whenever these festivals are held, like the boating festival in the Sarovar, then these Vijay Vigrahas like Madan Gopal, Madan Mohan, who represent Krishna and Baladev, they are taken on procession and palanquin. They say Bhog, Rag, Abhishek, offerings, they are all carried on. And they say the Seva Puja was going on sequentially, progressively. And when Mahaprabhu gave darshan to Prataprudra, then Prataprudra also had darshan of all the other avatars, incarnations, expansions. And there's a rule there that if one enters through the eastern gate, the Singadwar, then first he'll have darshan of Patit Pavan Jagannath, who's near the gate. And then he'll have darshan of Kashi Vishwanath, then Narsingadev, then Dashavatar. Then he'll enter inside the Jagannath temple. But if you go to the western gate, then Mahalakshmi is sitting there and she gives darshan, and many other Devi Devatas are present. And if you go to the northern gate, then there's Vaikuntha, where Vaikuntanath, Bhagavan, when Bhagavan desires to go to Vaikuntha, then he leaves someone in the temple and he goes there. So after 20 years, one on Leela manifests. Bhagavan, he says that I've stayed here for many years, now I want to go to Vaikuntha. Because Mahalakshmi is very tired. Whole day she's cooking. I'm distributing myself. I say I'm giving darshan to everyone on the bazaar. I say if he goes, then the temple will be empty. So he has these 24 avatars. He leaves one of the avatars behind and he goes to Vaikuntha. So this is called Kali Vaikuntha. Means he performs the last leg of his journey here. Means he's placed into Samadhi after 20 years. And a new deity emerges. And you see the Mahaprasad is never wasted there. Shivji is present there, and all this Mahaprasad is gifted to Shivji, Hanuman. In front of Shivji there's a huge courtyard, and they put this Mahaprasad there. And one crow will not come there, monkey will not come there. No one will touch this Mahaprasad. This Mahaprasad will dry, and then it will be Nirmalya. And then this dried Mahaprasad is taken everywhere, India, abroad, all over the world. And it'll never be infested with worms. It'll never be dirty. This Mahaprasad is not different from Jagannath himself. Because you see, Shivji receives the remnants of every yajna. And Hanuman is standing there with a Katha, with a club. If anyone comes, then I'll beat him with this club. So no one enters there. And this Mahaprasad becomes very fragrant. You see, even a small iota of this Mahaprasad is lost or thrown away. So someone may say, oh, Raghunathas Goswami is taking Mahaprasad from dustbin. Then how can we reconcile this? So here you must think. Then he was taking this Mahaprasad which even the cows rejected, would not eat. So here there's some consideration. There's Upal Bhog, Raj Bhog and Darshan Bhog. Different kinds of bhoga. So the Raj Bhoga is offered in front of Jagannath on a golden plate in Manikota. Many different bowls and pots. So one who is very fortunate, he can witness this bhoga. So this bhoga is not offered to everyone, it's only offered to very few. And this Upal Bhog, Darshan Bhog is offered from a distance. Like if the Jagannath temple is on here on the left, then if you go like walking past the end of this hall, then bhoga is offered at that distance. And then this bhoga is offered at all the designated places. And you see, even a small place there is like 25-50 lakhs, 1 crore, because every place is so precious there. Every little place is reserved for Jagannath's offering. And every stove that is used in his service is so expensive. And this Gopal Bhog means different kinds of Mahaprasad is offered in honor of the king, in honor of others, because some they pray for Jagannath, fulfill their desires. They say, "Oh Jagannath, for 5 days I will offer Bhograg. I will sponsor jewels, clothes, ornaments, everything for him." And then they say, so they offer Bhoga then. And the Supal Bhoga is made ready. And then they show to Jagannath, and then they take everything out. And Darshan Bhog is from far. And there's Raj Bhog. Then the representative of the king, every day he comes. And he'll wear the appropriate dress. And he'll be very tall. And he'll have a stick in his hand. And he'll witness the Arshan. And he'll witness the Bhoga being offered. He'll see if all the sevaks are performing proper seva or not. So he's standing there by the side, witnessing the entire ceremony. And also that representative, he's a lifelong brahmachari. He never, and just by seeing him, one is very much moved by the purity of his thoughts. Not that such a representative is someone who's of a low character. He's very humble, meek, very well mannered, and he's always there in front of Jagannath. He's always there, having darshan of the arati. He's represented the king. See, Jagannath himself is sitting on the Singhasan, and you see he's there standing with his stick in hand, observing the entire ceremony. This stick signifies the king's authority. And the king himself, if he comes, then the guard goes behind. But if the king is not there personally present, then he is there. Because Jagannath, he says that, "Oh, I've come because of you. I know the king is staying in his capital. This is not proper." Because who did Jagannath appear for? He appeared for Indradumna Maharaj. And the king is a descendant of Indradumna Maharaj. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri, then the king made a very beautiful temple for Jagannath. When Mahaprabhu would come to Odisha, then sometimes he go to South India. There's another way which goes through this Chilka lake, through this Satpada, and this lake goes through Odisha to Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. And then if you go to Bengal, then you go to Jajpur, Cuttack, Sakshigopal, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, and then cross Jajpur, Vaitarani, Mahanidhi, and then he'd go slowly to the borders of Bengal, and from there he'd go. So wherever Mahaprabhu would go, wherever he would rest. You see, until the last border of Odisha, then Pratap Maharaj arranged Mahaprasad for Mahaprabhu. At that time there was no planes, cars, so Mahaprabhu would be walking, and Pratap would arrange for his sevaks to carry this Mahaprasad on a palanquin. They never keep Mahaprasad on the floor. They keep the Mahaprasad on the head or on the shoulders, and they never keep on the floor. If they keep on the floor, then they cleanse the place nicely. Because you see, so and so Prasad comes from the temple, and I tell the brahmacharis distribute. So when they go to distribute, you see there are many fishermen there, laborers in Puri. They go to all these places, very poor people. And as soon as they listen Mahaprasad is coming, then they clean the entire place with water. They put cow dung there, and then they put a nice asan there, and they said, "Put the Mahaprasad here." Then the brahmacharis distribute to everyone. There's so much respect for Mahaprasad. Even a small poor person, he knows how to honor this Mahaprasad. So wherever Mahaprabhu went all the way of this Odisha border, king would arrange Mahaprasad for Mahaprabhu every day. The king himself, every day he'd follow Mahaprabhu with his soldiers, because that time Odisha was a Hindu kingdom. and the Muslims had occupied the other parts of land. So he had to cross the river and go into this Muslim province. And the Muslims are Muslims, they can do anything. And they didn't like this kirtan Mahaprabhu was doing. They could attack Mahaprabhu. And see, there are also dacoits. Also, there are some. You see them dacoits. What do? They would hide inside the forest, and there'd also be some pirates who would be roaming around in the rivers and the oceans. They'd come on land and attack the pilgrims. So Prataprudra himself would accompany Mahaprabhu with a platoon. He'd accompany Mahaprabhu with a platoon, but from behind. And then he also, this king, he had a written agreement with the other kings that he's a sannyasi. He'll cross the river, so none of you should bother a sannyasi. And so he had an agreement with the Hindu kings. But even the Muslim kings also, just by listening to Mahaprabhu's kirtan, by seeing him, their lives also became successful. And they became more devoted to Mahaprabhu than even the Hindu kings. So Mahaprabhu's Padpit is present all over Odisha. Prabhupada Sasi Thakur established these footprints of Mahaprabhu, many different places all over India. See Gopal Guru Goswami, Dhyan Chandra Goswami, and so many acharyas they appeared, all of them, and especially Narottam Thakur, Srivacharya, Shyamananda Prabhu, Rishikananda Prabhu, all of them, they preserved all the Leela Sthalis of Mahaprabhu. Even now, the places where Mahaprabhu's footprints have been established, Seva Puja Archan Bhograg is all being observed. This way, the Santas are respected there. In Odisha, many such places are found. Similarly, when Nityananda Prabhu took Jiva Goswami, and following Mahaprabhu's order, he took Jiva all around Navadvip. He made a darshan of all Leela Sthalis, not just the 9 islands, but also other places. And what did he do? And whoever was present, all the assets of Mahaprabhu, he had Jiva Goswami meet all of them. Srinivasacharya came, and he came after Narottam. But even then, Ishan Thakur was present, Vamsidananda Thakur was present. So they saw that Srinivasacharya was the second Sarup of Mahaprabhu. Because Srinivasacharya's father, when Mahaprabhu took sannyas in Katha, his father started shouting, Ha Chaitanya, Ha Chaitanya. And he forgot eating, sleeping, because he was so attracted to Mahaprabhu. When he saw Mahaprabhu's head being shaved, his curly locks fair being taken away, then he started crying. Oh, what is this? Why has Providence made this sannyas ashram? Why did Mahaprabhu take sannyas? He tried even opposing this, but then he became mad. After Mahaprabhu took sannyas, he was only saying Ha Chaitanya, Ha Chaitanya. So before his name was Gangadhar. And after Mahaprabhu took sannyas, because he was always uttering Mahaprabhu's name, his name became Chaitanya Das. So then Srinivasacharya was born as his son. And Srinivasacharya was a very beautiful boy. He was very humble, meek, well-mannered. So Narari Sarkar was present then. Das Gadadhar. So many says Mahaprabhu were present there. And they were all present there. With so much respect, they would speak all these Leela Kathas of Mahaprabhu. And then he made him meet all the other parikars of Mahaprabhu. And he also met Narottam Thakur when he came to Vraj. Then Jiva Goswami Prabhu was waiting. And before Srinivasacharya came to Braj, Rupa and Sanatan Goswami had already entered in Pragat Leela. And he met Jiva Goswami. He also met Raghunath Das Goswami, because Raghunath Das Goswami stayed for a long time. Then Janava Thakurani, Parameshwari Thakur, they came there. Then Hoda Krishna Das. So many years Mahaprabhu accompanied Janava Devi to Vrindavan. So in Navadvip also Mahaprabhu's Padapit was present. So some devotees, their places of residence are known as Sri Pat. So wherever Mahaprabhu's Padapit is present, even now to this day, the Das Gopal Shati Mahanta, all their places are present there. Pastor Kavira Shata Goswami, Their places are all present. All the way until Ramkeli, where Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan. They didn't appear in Braj. They first appeared in Ramkeli actually. In Braj, when Rupa Goswami came, then Govinda appeared. Madan Mohan appeared to Sanatana Goswami. So they're already established. Even before meeting Mahaprabhu, they were worshipping Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan there. They also manifested Radha Kund, Sham Kund there. And the 8 Sakis and the 8 Kundas were appeared there. And then this Rup Sagar was established there later. And Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan have different temples. A very beautiful place. This is Ramkeli. If you don't have darshan of these places, then how can you know what Gaudamandal is, what Mahaprabhu's Dham is? If you just go to Navadvip, then you'll just get a glimpse. Okay, these many temples, these many pastime places, very beautiful here, so much greenery here. But if you go to the Leela Sthalis of the Bhaktas, then you'll have a Spurti. And these Leela Sthalis are spread out all over Gaudamandal, like Nityananda Dham, Ek Chakra. And then there's also Kanai Natshala, and there's also Ramkeli, and Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan, even now they have the temples there. Mahaprabhu's Padbeat is present there. Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he sent Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj that I am sending you, go and establish this Padbeat in remembrance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he said, I was new, I didn't know anything, just newly joined the temple. So he went there and he had darshan of all these places. Then the night he took on Sevak to the garden. So there they were doing Hari Kirtan. And then they put one dupatta there, outer cloth, and they slept there. So there Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan, out of their causeless mercy, they said, where are you resting? Just little front is Tamal Tala. A very beautiful place. Mahaprabhu, he would sit there. And from there, Mahaprabhu, he met Rup Sanatana Goswami. Then they brought Jiva and offered him to Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu had darshan. They said they all had darshan of Mahaprabhu. And then they said that this place will not be destroyed even during Mahapralaya. Universal cataclysm. Universal devastation. So in the morning he went and he bathed there. And he saw this place is very transcendental, beautiful. And then he cleaned that place. And there is but sometimes it's raining there. And when it rains, the place becomes very lush, full of greenery. So then Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj, and then all the villagers came. Then he said, since you have come, now we've realized the sanctity of this place. Now we'll preserve this place. So when they were thinking of like preserving this place, so when the Zamindars found out that the Santas, Sadhus have come, they're going to establish Mahaprabhu's Padbeat here. Then they supported in all ways. And now you can go to this place and have darshan there. Which place? Kanai Natshala, Ramkeli Gram. So where Mahaprabhu, where was appeared, devotees appeared, these Leela Bhumis, they are present all over Gaudamandal. So beginning from Advait Saptami until Gaur Purnima, one goes on darshan to all these places. One does parikrama of all these places. Like the Babajis, the Gaudiyas. Even now the devotees from all 4 sampradayas, they go to these places. Because there is also Acharya Ramanuja's place there. And the Madhacharya's place is also there. When we go to this Radha Madhav, Radha Nandadulal, Radha Sham Sundar, who are present in Kardaha. If you go to this place, so Radha Nandadulal is now being worshipped by the devotees of Ramanujacharya. The Sri Vaishnavas, they are worshipping Radha Nandadulal. Because Mahaprabhu gave darshan to Ramanujacharya and blessed him. And the Madhacharya's followers, they are also serving nearby Radha Sham Sundar. You see, Ishwar Puri's Janmasthan is present, Kumarhatta, Chaitanya Doba. So there they have a place there. And in Panihati, where this Dahi Chida Mahotsav took place, also Raghav Pandit's house is there in Panihati. So you know, the Premi Bhaktajans, they come and do Kirtan and they do parikrama of these Leela Sthalis. Now by Prabhupada's Kripa, ISKCON has very nicely developed these places everywhere. Because Prabhupada, he had this desire. He started this Mayapur Vrindavan Trust. And he desired that all these Leela Bhumis be preserved and developed. Like Srinivasacharya has this place, Jaji Gram. This place Jaji Gram had become dilapidated. So there he made a very nice place. There, redeveloped the ashram, made a nice place there, accommodating all the devotees. Nice accommodation there. Also we go to Ekachakra. The Ekachakra has also been developed so nicely now. Nityananda Dham. Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, he's built a nice temple there. ISKCON has built a nice temple there. And in between is Nityananda Prabhu's Janmasthan. Also the temple of Bankim Rai. Now Nityananda Dham has become very expansive. So it is very essential to go to these places and have darshan. So when Gaudamandal Parikrama starts on Advait Saptami, then this Dhameshwar, who is Nityananda Prabhu himself, he is the Sandhini Shakti. So only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu and his Parikars, one can have the darshan of the Dham, or else one can never have any darshan, because Nakul Brahmachari, he has his place there. So his place is called Pyari Nagar, Nandagram. Place is called Nandagram. And there's Pyari Nagar, which is a locality. Means Pyari means who? Radharani. This is her place. So Mahaprabhu, he used to appear in Nakul Brahmachari's body. Thousands of people would come to have his darshan, because he would sing and he would dance, being absorbed in bhav. So Shivananda Sen, he thought, if Mahaprabhu really appears within the form of Nakul, then I'll go there for his darshan. And if he calls me out by my name, and if he recites this mantra that I'm uttering, then I'll believe that Mahaprabhu appears within him. Or else this is not true. Nakul Brahmachari would be absorbed thinking about Mahaprabhu. He would sing and dance, and thousands would come for his darshan. And how could people understand? Anyone would come for kirtan, they would also become ecstatic. This kirtan was not ordinary. And Mahaprabhu's kirtan, Krishna Prem is infused within everyone. Just by listening to this Nam Kirtan, if anyone comes and sees him from far, if anyone meets him, has darshan, they'll also become absorbed in Harinam Sankirtan. They'll also start doing kirtan. Even if one is a mlecha, atheist, anyhow, if he takes part in Mahaprabhu's kirtan, then he also becomes maddened by this prem, becomes a bhavu prasid bhakta. And then he also delivers thousands of people by his association. So Shivan Sen, he was hiding. So Nakul Brahmachari, he said, look, Shivan Sen is coming. He has come here now. He wants to examine me. Go and bring him here. He's hiding there. So everyone, they went and called Shivananda Sen. And Shivananda Sen, he didn't offer his pranams yet. Because he was thinking, because he was very senior. And he was one of the foremost associates of Mahaprabhu. He will not bow down just to anyone. So then Nakul Brahmachari said he has a doubt in his mind. He doesn't believe me that Mahaprabhu appears within me. So he chants this Gaur Gopal mantra. And he has the siddhi of this Gaur Gopal mantra. He can manifest Gaur Gopal by this mantra. So he has this conception that I only chant this Gaur Gopal mantra. So this way he is very dear associate to Mahaprabhu. So when Nakul started speaking, then Shivananda Sen, he came. When he came near, then his heart melted by Nakul's glance. His heart melted in such a way so his heart melted, and it seemed that his heart would melt and flow in unlimited streams of prem, in unlimited streams of prem. So if you go to Nakul Brahmachari Sri Part there in Pyarinagar, so you can go to all these places. But if you go with your material body and mind, then you'll just do darshan, you'll do parikrama, you'll take Tulsi Chanamrit, but how will you get the mercy of these associates? So Nityan Prabhu, he told Shiv Goswami, took him everywhere, and he made him relate to Dham. He made sure that the Dham, the Gun Leelas of Dham, will appear in his heart. So he made a place there. So Parikrama Darshan, even now, in Kali Yuga is happening. So even in Brajmandal now we see Mahaprabhu's Leela Sthalis are present. We see in Radhakund, Mahaprabhu's Padapit is present there. We see many places present there. We see in Vishwabhanupur, in Nandagaon, Pavan Sarovar, all Mahaprabhu's Padapit present in all these Leela Sthalis. And if you go into the Anugatita Bhaktas and their shelter, and if you have darshan of these Padapits, you do Kirtan, and if you distribute these the glories of this place, do Leela Kirtan there, then you'll get the Dham Kripa there. Mercy of the Dham, the blessings of the Dham. So from tomorrow we will listen how Mahaprabhu met Ishwar Puri. So some days before was Ishwar Puri's Tirubhavtiti. So that time we spoke about his glories. We heard about his life. So from tomorrow we will proceed. Ishwar Puri, he came with Madhavendra Puri to Mayapur, and he came there, and along with Sachimata Jagannath Mishra, they had this rule that if any sadhu, santa, sannyasis come to Mayapur, Jagannath Mishra himself would serve them. And he would provide accommodation for them, prasad, respect them. And Ishwar Puri came to Madhavendra Puri and accepted this Mahaprasad. In Madhavendra Puri, from there he went to Shantipur, to Advait Bhavan, and then he would go everywhere and he'd say that this prasad that I honored at Jagannath Mishra's house was unparalleled. It was unprecedented, so fragrant, delicious. Why? Because they have an intimate relationship with Bhagavan. They cook with love for Bhagavan and they offer it with love. Bhagavan has surely given his mercy to Jagannath Mishra and Sachidevi and continued to do so. So after Madhavendra Puri entered into Samadhi, then Ishwar Puri, Hare Mahaprabhu, he was a teacher. He used to teach grammar in this tall Sanskrit school. See, thousands of students would study, and when they'd be under Mahaprabhu's tutelage for 1 year, then they'd become great scholars themselves. So then Ishwar Puri, he asked when he came to Mayapur, where is Nimai's house? So everyone would glorify Nimai Pandit. And they'd go to meet him, then Mahaprabhu would respected Ishwar Puri, gave him prasad, gave him a place to stay. And then he wrote a book, Ishwar Puri. It's called, some says Krishna Lilamrit, some say Shri Krishna Sangita. Because he wrote a book on Krishna Lila. And then he gave it to Mahaprabhu that, oh, you're a Sanskrit scholar. So here, if there are any mistakes, then you can look after. So Mahaprabhu, he said that can I possibly find mistakes? Because you're Premi Bhakta of Bhagavan. Whatever you've written is faultless and the supreme truth. No one is competent to alter this truth. And he said, no, you'll have to categorize this book according to chanda, proper meter, melody, rhythm. So you have to classify this book, separate divisions, categorize. So then Mahaprabhu once he said, oh, maybe there's one mistake here. When Ishwar Puri, he said, all right, show me the mistake. When Ishwar Puri said, he started explaining to Mahaprabhu, this is not actually a fault. This is a Shabdalankar. This is an ornamental form of speech, which increases the beauty of the words being used. See, Mahaprabhu, he defeated all the scholars, but now Mahaprabhu was defeated for the first time. He said, just see, Ishwar Puri is such a realized soul. Then Mahaprabhu is very happy with him. So then after that, Ishwar Puri, he stayed there for some time. And then he went. So then when Mahaprabhu, again, when he went to Varshad, to his father in Gaya, so there, he took many disciples, students with him, who were studying with him, who were studying under him. And they went to Mandar, Madhusudan, all these different places on the way. And they reached Gaya. So there in Gaya, they offered this Pindadan to his father. There's Ram Gaya, Bodh Gaya, Falgu Gaya, Pret Gaya. There are like 5 main important places there. And there the Gali Pandas, wherever you offer Pindadan, they take everything and they eat everything. Because they say Bhagavan eats through the mouth of the Brahmin. So if Brahman eats these offerings, it means Bhagavan himself has accepted. They have this mouth. And there this Pindadan is offered. Then bananas, dry fruits, rice, kaju, everything is mixed and laddus made. And then dakshina, ghee is also added in these laddus, honey, sesame seeds. And then this offering is made, this pinda, this oblation. And the pandas there, immediately they take everything and they eat it. So they eat it. Even before it's some time. If you go to Jatipura, there you offer Chapan Bhog. As soon as Bhoga is offered, then everywhere these Brahmins come. They take everything and they run away. And you'll see you'll not have anything left in your hand. Even if you have a little like powder, that's enough then. But at least in Jatipura they have a guard. So guard is protecting that place. Because they say he's my customer, he's with me. Before it was like this, now it's reduced. But in Gaya, day and night they just steal everything. Because sometimes these laddus have a golden coin inside, silver coin. They have many jewels, ornaments, so they're very ready. So they come and they gobble up whatever they find. They gobble it up and then they see if there's money inside, many things. So they say, when Mahaprabhu came there, then he came there, and there Mahaprabhu, he would cook himself. He would not eat from others. So he would like boil some very simple food. So then Ishwar Puri, meanwhile, he arrived. And he met with Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu gave him an asan, offered pranam, and then he glorified him. And he said, now my pilgrimage to Gaya is successful. The moment I saw your lotus feet, and if I offer pinda to my father, only my father is delivered. But just by seeing you, millions of my forefathers are delivered. He said, now my pilgrimage to Gaya is successful. At the moment I saw your lotus feet, that very moment, by seeing you, by having a darshan, my life is successful. Why do people come to Tirthas to offer pinda? But by seeing you, millions of my ancestors have been delivered. Just by seeing you, now I've realized everything. I've had everything. So kindly accept some prasad that I've cooked. Then Ishwar Puri said, what do you cook? Make it, divide it into 2 portions and give me 1 portion, you take 1. So first you accept, then I'll eat. I said, what will you eat then? I'll just cook again, no problem, he said. But Ishwapuri said, no, you have to keep some for yourself. Then he honored this Mahaprasad. Mahaprabhu himself cooked. Then Mahaprabhu requested him, you kindly initiate me. Because Mahaprabhu, as long as he was in the Grihastha ashram, he was with his family, relatives. But when his elder brother Shuru took sannyas and he left his parents, became very sad. They were suffering. So then Mahaprabhu, he told his parents that I am with you. Why are you so worried? If anyone takes sannyas in a family, then the entire family is delivered. Millions of forefathers are delivered. If he's an ideal sannyasi and they're dancing, at least one of our descendants is accepted sannyas. So Vishwarup, before he left, he gave one book to his mother. And he said, Mother, give this book to Nimai. And mother said, what book is this? And he said, this is a Sannyas Upanishad. Parivajak Upanishad. And if he reads this, Nimai will also become a sannyasi. Already I have lost one son of mine. And now he is giving this book to him also. And he will also become sannyasi. Then he took and she threw it inside the Ganga, saying there's no need for him to be a sannyasi. Anyhow, I have one son and I'll lose him also now. So when the father left Jagannath Mishra, then Mahaprabhu went to Ishwarpuri. He said, now you give me Mantra Diksha. By which so I can also relish this Braj Leela, Prem Ras. Because Bhagavan himself is Vishaya Vigraha. As long as he doesn't accept this Bhakta Bhav, as long as he doesn't see the Kripa of the Bhaktas, how can he practice Bhakti? Unless and until one takes shelter of an Ashraya Vigraha, how will he possibly attract mercy? Bhagavan, how can he do Bhakti Bhajan? If one worships Bhagavan, he'll have Brahma Gyan, can become Brahma, be a Brahmavadi. But he will not have Bhakti. Because Bhakti is only present with the Bhaktas. Bhakti is present with the Bhakta. Bhagavan has everything. But how will Bhagavan give? What kind of Bhakti does one want? Who is one qualified? Who will consider everything? Bhakti also has many gradations. Not that one will be Das. One knows everything. So as long as one doesn't take shelter of the Bhaktas, his Swarup will never manifest. So Bhagavan himself says that I have come to release this Bhakti Ras, not this Prema Bhakti. To distribute this Prema Bhakti, I have this desire. Ragmar Bhakti Karite Pracharan Gate Acharan Vetu Charkam Chadvam. So they say Bhagavan has his desire. They want to release this Prem Ras Niryas. But with this Prem Bhakti, how can he release this Prem Ras? Every is Ragmar Bhakti, this Anurag. If you cannot have this Anurag, then where will you get this Janurag? By not getting this Chidanurag, they will not have, how will they have this entrance into Prakrita? They will not have Samanda. By this Samanda Janurag, they will have this Jadavastu. This, who will get this Chidanurag? Prakrita Nurag. So, Mahaprabhu prayed to Ishwarpuri. Because Ishwarpuri, very intimate, Kripa Patra, Sneha Patra, Rasa Patra of Madhavendra Puri. He gave him everything. Krishna Puri served him. He served Madhavendra Puri. In this Ragmarg Bhakti Marg, this Premras Niryas, Madhavendra Puri, 24 hours a day, he was absorbed. Sometimes he'd be crying, reaching these Rasasatic bhavs. So there are not many qualified people who could understand these bhavs that he was experiencing. See, there's honey in a bottle. Many bees will hover around the bottle, but they cannot taste this honey. They cannot open the lid, but still they're attracted by the fragrance of this honey. Similarly, many can come to Sadhu Premi Bhakta, but to receive his mercy is not so easy. Ishwar Puri, he relished this Bhavana Kul Seva and this Bhav Sambandhi. And according to this Vichar Bhav, according to that he would serve. If Madhavendra Puri would weep, then he wouldn't say, "Oh, why are you weeping? Don't cry. You're a Siddha Bhakta. You're great. If you cry, then what will people think?" That he never speak like that. According to Madhavendra Puri's Bhav, we do Kirtan. Recite very beautiful verses. You fan him, serve him, and as a result, his Kripa Shakti entered inside his heart. So Mahaprabhu he saw there were such a merciful Krimi Bhakta, Kripa will not be had. So I have to take Diksha from him. So the rule is there's Brahman Diksha, where the Acharya is the father, the Gayatri is the mother, and this Vaishnavi Diksha, in which this Parakya Diksha is had, where the soul is automatically attracted. The Samandha is had. And in Brahman Diksha, one is given this Brahman thread, one is given this Kantimala, and one is adorned with this Tilak, this Nam Mantra. This Tapunda means this is different insignia of the Shankha Chakra Padma is imprinted on him. This is only on the body, not on the soul. It doesn't have influence on the Atma. Some sanskar, Sukruti is had by this, some protection. So one wants to realize, then one will have to remember the Premi Bhaktas and bring them in their hearts and serve them. And serving means not that you give them cloth, food. There's only a means. But what is real service means? You imbibe their teachings in your life, then you practice them. This is the best service. This is what you should pray for. And by chanting and by remembering such Premi Bhaktas, they have ruchi in Harinam. And this Bhagavad Gita automatically manifest. So Mahaprabhu has shown this process. Premdas Niryas Kurite Aswadan Ragam Bhakti Kurite Pacharan Icharukam. So this day Mahaprabhu appeared. So then Ishwar Puri, when he gave this mantra, then Mahaprabhu said, "Oh Gosai, what mantra have you given me? Now that I've chanted this mantra, I've become mad. When I chant this mantra, now I've become mad. Now I've forgotten everything about myself. Forgotten how to eat, sleep, drink. Now I'm only seeing this Gopal. He's calling me, and I'm running behind this Gopal. I'm running behind him, but still I cannot catch him. He's running faster than me, saying, 'Come here, come with me to Vrindavan.' So I'm going to Vrindavan. And then meanwhile, all the students of Mahaprabhu, they said, 'Oh, Mahaprabhu, he met the sadhu, and see this mantra and now he's forgotten everything. He's forgotten everyone. He's lost everything. Now who's he become? Now sometimes he's crying, rolling on the ground. Sometimes he's running towards Vrindavan. Seeing this condition, Mahaprabhu, everyone was very surprised. So then Ishwar Puri, he said that this mantra, just realizing this mantra is not everything. Mantra siddhi should be had. But sadhana siddhi is had. Siddhi means one is fixed. Means one is fixed in his understanding. And what is the meaning of mantra? Means it delivers the mind. Mind is made pure. And when you start serving, the sevak renders such prem seva that without his seva, Bhagavan cannot remain. So Bhagavan, he accepts that sevak. So in Mahaprabhu he said that although my Guru has told me there's Chant Krishna. This is the essence of perfection. There's no other need to do anything else. Sleeping, waking, eating, day, night, just chant Krishna. He just told me that you're a fool, you don't have any adhikar for Vedic Shastra, and you don't wish to waste my time in these Shastras. Just chant Krishna. Chant this Krishna mantra, Gopal mantra. Day, night, eating, sleeping, waking, at all times. Chant this name. How will this happen? Recite this mantra. As long as Guru doesn't transmit his Shakti, then the Bhattacharya, by their own stubbornness, they cannot do. Or only chant mantras, recite mantras, but then they forget. As they start chanting Harinam, they fall asleep. As soon as they take the mala, they start chanting, start sleeping, they start snoring, they forget where they are. As soon as they start chanting mantra, then they become like a Buddhist. And they say, let me sleep. Then they practice sleeping. As soon as they start chanting this Anik Diksha mantras, they fall asleep. Mahapralay. They say, no, they have no clue how much time has passed. As long as Prem Bhakta doesn't give this Shakti, then until then, one cannot do sadhana. What is speak of Siddhi? Therefore, Mahaprabhu said that Guru has given me this order. Just chant Krishna, recite this Krishna mantra at all times. Khaite, shuite, everywhere eating, sleeping. No consideration of time, place, circumstance. Saraswati is had chanting this now. Mahaprabhu was once in the Gambhira. Then Gopal was a small boy. So Mahaprabhu said, Gopal, put my clothes. No, I'm going to bathe. So Mahaprabhu had caught his tongue by his right hand. That since now I'm like going to answer nature's call. How can I chant? So then this tongue incessantly chants, I should stop this tongue. So Gopal said, bro, why are you holding your tongue? A small boy, I cannot stop chanting. But what if a person is about to die when he's answering his nature's call? Then should he stop chanting? And Gopal said, Mahaprabhu said, alright, you are Jagat Guru. You're given a good instruction. So let the Nam go on. Then Gopal said, if Nam stops, then the Mahapralaya. Where can we go? Then we'll be destroyed. How can one have ruchi for this Nam? Sri Prabhupada is saying, Guru Karnadharam, Guru is the captain of this boat that ferries on across Sansar. So my Guru Maharaj is given the Shakti. Whatever I have, I his feet. Mahaprabhu is Bhagwan himself. But still he desired this Bhakta Bhav. He just needed this tendency to practice like the Bhaktas. As Mahaprabhu becomes Bhagwan, then he'll just call Sudarshan Chakra and kill everyone. Tell him, caught hold his feet. Don't use this Sudarshan Chakra. In this incarnation, you will not kill anyone. Rather, you will purify all the Jivas by Harinam. In many other incarnations, you use these chakra and all these other weapons. There's no such avatar in which you haven't used this weapon. But now, use this weapon of Harinam. So listen gradually.
Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Narte Amarma Narte Amarma Narte Amarma Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Narte Amarma Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Narte Amarma Evan Duyal to Nai Hai Gaya Prem De Evan Duyal to Nai Hare Aparadha Dure Jabe Bhave Premananda Hare Aparadha Dure Jabe Bhave Premananda Nitai Chaitanya Bole Namaste Ramananda Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Namaste Ramananda Ono me aparahan vichar sunai hai Ono me aparahan vichar sunai hai Sapa Krishna name ruchi have puji devanta Sapa Krishna name ruchi have puji devanta Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Namaste Ramananda Duyamitai Chaitanya Bole Namaste Ramananda Krishna Name Anurag Sahade Sabhanaya Se Safal Habe Jiva Sabhanaya Se Safal Habe Krishna Rati Vina Jivan So Krishna Rati Vina Jivan So Jaya Vrindavane Radha Shame Bhave Radha Jaya Vrindavane Radha Shame Bhave Radha Gauri Jaya Manita